What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Benjamin. Welcome you to this week's episode of ReCap, airing exclusively here on YouTube. And as a reminder, because we're on YouTube, subscribe to us. You know you want to. Just click the little button down below. Give us a like if you like what you see, because we're going to keep you up to date on everything that's going on in the Hat Club / ReCap cinematic universe. And speaking of keeping you up to date, got to bring in my wingman, Tafuri Taylor, the Sultan of Crowns.
The Sultan of Crowns is great. I feel like the more we go, like the more my lore grows. It's like my aura is changing in real time, you know? But excited to be here. How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing good, man. Little stressed because actually the Tigers and Guardians are playing Game 3 as we're recording this. Of course, I'm not watching it. I need the Tigers to win this.
Listen, a lot's riding on this.
A lot of pride and financial
financial gain. Got a lot of cool hats to show off today. Some good variety. If you like DJs, this might be a good episode for you. But we got a lot of things going on. But Ben, I think it's time for us to get into some
Side Sleepers.
You already know.
Wind that one up a little bit.
For those that are new to the channel, how you doing? If you want to know what's Hat Club, well, you can go to your nifty internet browsing bar and you can go to www.hatclub.com. Or if you're in the 21st century and you use your smartphone, we have the Hat Club app that is perfectly ready for you, has all the same selections that you can see, and sometimes some exclusives if you're paying attention. But this is the home screen for www.hatclub.com. Normally right here, we have what's new. So you can go to see details where you can exclusively see all the hats that are in that collection. But if you're adventurous and you just want to see what's new in general, you can hit the new hyperlink up here, or you can do view all. If you are a Hat Club rewards member, which I'm assuming everybody that's watching is, but if not, make sure that you sign up. All of your points accumulate purchases, and all orders above $75 are free shipping buyers. And as we just said before, the block party is the newest thing on the block. Of a lot of different things, as you can see, very much looking like an MTV-esque type of script. Shouts out to Freddie and the design team for putting this together. You have a couple of adjustables here, one for the Miracle Mets, and we also have one for your reigning champion, Los Angeles Dodgers. But we have the Stros, D-backs, Braves, Yankees, and Pirates available in 5950 styles. And you have these here in the 1920 A-frame styles. And these are unique because they see the actual team on the side patch, or where the side patch would be, instead of on the 5950 variant where it says it over where the batterman is. But if you want to look closer at those hats, go check out the ReCap Cinematic Universe. We covered this last episode. So we have some other things. If you guys have been paying attention to our Hat Club page, home of Hat Club now, we've talked about the Art Function 1-pack hat displays. You get 3 for $50. We do have our hat care kits, but we also have our water and stain protector, $13. So if you put that, a deodorizer spray, and a brush together, that's going to be about, let's see here, $21, $26. But we definitely had a lot of variety come in lately. Base Camp came out recently, so that good RealTree LA Dodgers hat. Shouts out to the team out in LA and everyone that was helping to promote that hat as well. The Braves that I'm wearing is a part of that pack as well. All of these are $60 because they're a little bit different, a little bit more intricate. This Yankees, speaking of the Yankees, they're playing again. And we also have a good amount of the A-frames still left as well. So Astros, Dodgers, non-side patch, Washington Nationals here. So definitely some good pickups there. Some great hats there. Definitely make sure you grab them before they go. For our World Baseball Classic fans, we got something for you as well. We have the Mexico World Baseball Classic hats. We have a RealTree here that is a pink under visor with more of like a, I guess you could say a tan or olive adjustable feature. Now, and then obviously for our vodka lovers out there, our Holstein faithful out there, we also have the A-frame Arizona Diamondbacks with the cow print inside of the Arizona Diamondbacks A logo, pink UV, good two-tone, black adjustable feature. I think that's a great hat. If you weren't able to get the 5950 variant, I think that's going to do really well. Even have Spumoni coming back and showing an appearance. I know a lot of us were asking for that last year, and I think it's really cool that the team is bringing that back in a A-frame variant. So definitely a cool one to pick up, and a few hats that have come out in different styles recently. Houston Astros, Diamondbacks, Washington, and Atlanta Braves. Now, this is not a plug for me to talk about the Braves because we're out of the playoffs. But what I will say is, if you notice, each of these color schemes is very similar to a certain cabra in Spanish, or goat, that played for the Washington Wizards at one point in his career. So definitely evidence in what you see in that their two-tone Washington Nationals hat right there. All of these are available on hatclub.com. Like I said, grab yourself a couple, qualify for free shipping, and hey, make sure you get some hat cleaning products that take care of your new purchase.
Our first collection of the week is going to be dropping on Thursday, October 9th at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hatclub.com, hatclub app only. For anybody who was in the Los Angeles area, especially at the Melrose store, I think within the last month, there was a collaboration that Monster, who's done a few collabs with the Melrose store over the last couple months, but more importantly, DJ Skee, local DJ, iconic figure in that area. And it was an in-store release at the point in time. But this time around, boom, we got ourselves an online-only drop, and it's going to feature an app exclusive as well. So DJ Skee collection, here we go. Starting off, got to go with the local team. So Los Angeles Dodgers. So it's kind of more of like a turquoise green, I think is like a fair way of saying it. It is a black interior that is going to be a white outline around the Dodgers logo, white button up top, and just the National League logo, which is something that we haven't really featured outside of like 47 brand snapbacks. So kind of good to see this on a new era fitted. It is going to have a flat stitch baddie on the back. Good gray undervisor, white sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and every single one of these is going to be made in China. Moving on into the Washington Nationals. So chrome bright crown, cardinal button and upper visor, metallic gold interior with a white outline on the W logo. And patch we haven't used in a while, but still, you know, pretty iconic to the area. The RFK Memorial. This one also going to have a good gray undervisor, black sweatband this time, Hat Club tag on the inside. And this one also made in China. That's still actually sticking on the East Coast. Philadelphia Phillies. So this one kind of reminiscent of Watermelon Collection. So that kind of that darker green with the crown in the upper visor, red button up top. Phillies interleague logo, which I prefer seeing more often because you get a little bit more color packed in there with the star logo on the inside. But going once again, 1996 All-Star Game and a plethora of color between the All, the Star, and the Game, of course.
Definitely is giving me, you know, Mexico vibes.
The New Era flag give that vibe as well.
I have
good
a
gray
feeling like
visor once again, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and made in China. Of course, one of my favorite logos of all time for the Seattle Mariners. We're going Block S, baby. So that is going to be a royal blue interior. That is a metallic silver on the border of the S, optic white for the drop shadow, but dark royal for the crown. That is a gray button up top, not white. That is gray, and navy blue upper visor, and 30th anniversary of the Mariners organization, of course, for the side patch. So nice little combination of that Volt green, a little bit of black, and of course some lighter shades of blue in there. Still going to get that same color scheme as far as the flat stitch baddie on the back. And once again, good gray undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in China. Last but not least, before I show off the app exclusive, Los Angeles Dodgers going with the old English script on the front. Not exactly something that we've done before, but obviously it is available in the New Era catalog to pull off, which we did here. So Dodger blue for the crown and upper visor, white button up top, optic white threading on the interior of the Dodger script with a metallic gold finish. And this one is going to be, oh my God. So I want to say it's like 1961 or 1962. It doesn't say on it, just says World Series below. So I'm kind of spacing right now. So we're doing this in real time, obviously. White guts, and then good gray undervisor, Hat Club tag on the inside. And this one also going to be made in China. Last but not least, so we are going to have an app exclusive. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and going with the City Connect more specifically for this one. So nice, vibrant red threading on the inside, as well as some nice metallic blue on the outside. And that is actually going to be metallic pewter for the crown, even though it may look a little bit gold, a little bit silver, but it is metallic pewter. But obviously it's going to be red crown, button, and upper visor, and excellent metallics between the metallic pewter and the metallic royal blue for that 50th anniversary patch. Oh yeah, good gray undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in China, just like all the others. So yes, All 6 will be available Thursday, October 9th, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com. But more specifically, this one, the app exclusive, will be there as well.
What's up, guys? So obviously, you know, it's my favorite part of the show. We get to show the variety, the spice of life that Hack Club brings every week. And of course, this episode of Recap is no exception. We got 1, 2, 3, all side patchers here. Let's go ahead and get into them. So first up, we have Washington Capitals, all navy. Look at that eagle right there. Red top button, navy crown, and top visor. For the side patch here, we get into the Ovechkin side patch, which is one I haven't seen us use very often with Capital hats. Very well executed. You have that gold. You have that metallic red for the NHL shield. This is a gray UV, black guts, Hack Club badge on the inside, and this one is going to be made in China. You're not having deja vu. This is just a tonal version of the variety pack of San Francisco that we had. So this is going to be a black crown, orange top button, black top visor. Your traditional primary SF right now, not your rounded of the 80s. 25th anniversary, very, very nice AT&T 25th anniversary side patch here with your pewter and metallic copper hits. Team colors for the Batterman. This is going to also be a gray UV, black guts, Hack Club badge on the inside. And yes, you guessed it, made in China right there. And number 3, if you wanted to blend in with your surroundings, well, guess what? We got you covered. Hey. Houston Astros here, two-tone split star here. So you have orange, a little bit of the lighter shade of orange on the left side, darker on the right. There's going to be white in there. So this is going to be, there's no layered metallics in that H. It's just going to be your straight white. Then you're going to have the World Series, 2022 World Series for the side patch. These are RealTree hats, so each of these are unique and different. None of them will actually be the same, including the stamping, placement, and location. You have navy blue and orange and white for your Batterman colors. Also a gray UV, so all 3 gray UVs. Black guts, Hack Club badge on the inside, and yes, 3 for 3, made in China. So all 3 of these variety pack hats will be dropping on October the 10th, 10/10 at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for my time wizards out there. Make sure you go ahead and cop and get you some.
Our next collection, it is spooky season, and as we promised you guys last week, we were in the early stages of spooky season. So in light of that, we are tapping back into a couple collections we did in the past, all 5950 versions back then, but this time around we're doing A-frame 940s. So think of Glow My Gods, because this, my friends, is the A-frame 940 glow in the dark collection. All these are going to have a black crown and black upper visor, team colorway for the button up top, and of course, glow-in-the-dark threading for the front logo, as well as the side patch. So starting with the St. Louis Cardinals, just the traditional STL logo, with the 2011 World Series, aka Fall Classic. All these are going to have black snap features on the back, good gray under visors, black sweatband, no Hack Club tag on the inside, but all of these are going to be made in China. Up next, Philadelphia Phillies, so traditional on-field logo, and this one is going to have the Citizens Bank Ballpark side patch, established in 2004. Arizona-based company, so you know the Diamondbacks are going to get thrown into the mix on this one with a nice purple and teal hue with the scales and the outline, so old-school colors, blending in perfectly with the 2011 All-Star Game side patch. Houston Astros up next, so going with that early 2000 spring training logo. And Minute Maid Park for the side patch. China, right up your alley. San Francisco Giants, so 80s rounded off logo to go with the 2012 World Series side patch. So next up, we are going into Miracle Mets Part 2. And the reason why I say Part 2 is because Gary Carter and company with the 1986 World Series side patch. So shout out to Bill Buckner for letting that one just dribble right between his legs. And next up, the reigning World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. So blue exterior for the border there. And this time around, 2024 World Series. So legitimately the reigning champion. Up next, the New York Yankees. There we go. Yeah. And 1960 All-Star Game for the side patch. So not one that we've used in quite some time. Still in the thick of it, apparently, as we're recording this. The potential 2025 World Series champion Detroit Tigers, And this one's paired up with the 1984 World Series side patch. And last but not least, and you'll see exactly why I had to save this one for last. So full body bear for the Chicago Cubbies. So once again, a logo we haven't used in quite some time, but paired up perfectly with the Be Alert for Foul Ball side patch, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite Cubs side patches. But yes, this entire collection for the glow-in-the-dark A-frames, hackclub.com, Hack Club app, and of course, several teams going to every Hack Club location.
So the next pack we're having, deep cut for my 90s kids out there. If you watched Hey Arnold, and there's a specific go-kart that you may or may not know about, highly recommend that you go back and check it out. But we have a smooth 2-pack coming at you, calling the Mauve Avenger pack. It is only 2 teams. We're going to go ahead and get into it. So first up, we have some call them the Evil Empire. I choose to call them the New York Yankees. Mauve top button, crown, and top visor. Side patches, we call it the Rolly patch, but the 1949 World Series Yankees patch here. Very nicely done and executed. You see the wreath around with the script for World Series. Your batterman is going to be your traditional navy, red, and white. This is a raised batterman. Gray UV, but a really cool detail of these hats is this zigzag stitching that you see in the sweatband. Definitely one that is reminiscent to that specific episode of Hey Arnold. Again, if you know, you know. So Hack Club badge on the inside, and these are going to be made in Bangladesh. Both of them will. So boom, we have the Yankees #1, and then #2. LA Dodgers, your reigning World Series champions here. So LA, raised LA script here. So no border, no outline. Your side patch is going to be Dodgers World Series. So I think 1963. Chat, correct us if we're wrong. Raised batterman similar to the Yankees. So you're going to have navy, red, and white. This is going to be a gray UV, black guts, Hack Club badge on the inside. You're still going to have that zigzag threading throughout your sweatband and throughout the sizing information of the hat. And yes, this one is also made in Bangladesh. So the Mauve Avenger pack will be dropping. This will be dropping 10/11. So this will be the day after the variety pack I just showed. So this will be 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my time wizards. Hackclub.com, Hack Club app. Go get you one of these.
So if glow in the dark wasn't spooky enough for you, we got a fun little collection here featuring Major League Baseball teams. Obviously, the RealTree camos we dropped for the NFL a couple weeks ago. But speaking of spooky season, you know, you never know when you're going to get lost in the woods and have a serial killer running after you. So perfectly blend in with your surrounding environment because Hack Club is always thinking about you. So hackclub.com, the Hack Club app, as well as in every Hack Club location. So let's kick things off. But we are starting with the Seattle Mariners Block S from the late 80s. Up next, Houston Astros. So Black Star with the white H on the front. Right into Furry's wheelhouse, we got the Atlanta Braves. Up next, alternate logo. So shout out to Ryan Sandberg and the old 80s sleeve patch logo for the Chicago Cubs. Going with the San Francisco Giants, so 80s style with the rounded off SF. Of course, there's going to be a New York Yankees in the mix. You know, equally, you could say the same thing about Los Angeles Dodgers. Up next, Arizona Diamondbacks, so white interior with the black scales. New York Metropolitans. Still in the hunt, San Diego Padres. Can't go wrong with the Old English Detroit Tigers. Texas Rangers, which I feel like we haven't really seen as much as we did last year. Speaking of Chicago, we're going to the south side with the Chicago White Sox. Think about the 1925 style Philadelphia Phillies. Oakland Athletics. Baltimore Orioles, so the alternate O apostrophe S. And last but not least, your Anaheim Angels. So going back to the Disney era, and as you were saying earlier in regard to the ones that do have some black elements to it, this one was done perfectly. So white wings, white interior for the A, and of course the solid black outlines for both the A and the wings in there. So just a reminder for all you guys, these are going to be available on hackclub.com, the Hack Club app, as well as in every Hack Club location. Woo!
And for the last pack we were going to show you guys tonight, we're ending on some variety because, again, it's the spice of life. Why not? So I got in my possession Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Another 3 variety pack. Now, Little Birdie told me there might be some other stuff on the way, but you'll have to go check Hat Club to go see that. So this will be 10/15. So it's October the 15th, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You already guessed it, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for my Time Wizards. HatClub.com, Hat Club app. Let's get into it. So first hat, a very organic creation here. Have not used this G logo in a while. I think since like the Beverly Hills pack, if I'm not mistaken. Green top crown, top visor, orange button to match the orange outline of that G. And then we have the 25th anniversary of AT&T Park, having again that orange and that green, very orange, like very organic, a very healthy hat, if you will. On the back batterman, we have combination of black, orange, and white. This is going to be a gray UV, black guts, Hat Club badge on the inside, and this one made in China. Next up, a hat that I think is going to fly pretty quickly. We have the Las Vegas Golden Knights. So every time I see this logo, I always think of any given Sunday. It's just always, it's triggered. But very, very nice cascading, well, not really cascading, but just replicated logo here up front. This is going to be a no side patcher, but you're going to have your tonal New Era flag on the side. NHL shield on the back is going to be that black and metallic gold. So the primary colors of the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Going to have that gray UV, black guts, Hat Club badge on the inside, and this one also made in China. And for those wondering, this is graphite for the top crown color, black for the top visor, and black for the top button. And last but certainly not least, taking a trip up to the north, Calgary Flames. We had this recently in a black and pink variety for a certain individual that wrestled in the
Hitman.
The Hitman, if you know, you know. But tonal red crown color and top visor, yellow button. And if you can't see from the lights, I'm going to kind of turn the lights down so you can see the outline. So where you say, why did yellow come from? Well, the yellow was on there because it outlines the C for the Calgary Flames. Side patch, you're going to have that Stanley Cup championship from 1989. So good little bit of metallics in there, metallic blue, and I think a little bit of metallic silver in there for the actual Stanley Cup itself. Your NHL shield is going to be a combination of red and yellow. It's going to be a Kelly green UV, black guts, Hat Club badge on the inside, and just like the others, made in China. So these 3, again, will be dropping. This will be 10/15. October 15th, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, HatClub.com, Hat Club app. You already know what I'm going to say. Go get you some.
And that'll wrap things up for this week on ReCap. I think the biggest thing that all of you guys are probably looking for next week is the legitimate spooky season collection that we'll be showing off. So don't worry. Thankfully, all of them have finally arrived. That was like the one thing we were waiting on. There were still 3 missing, but we are good to go. So next week, you better tune in, bring some popcorn, and bring a friend because we're going hard in the paint.
Leave us a comment. Tell us what you liked, what you'd like to see more of. We love to hear from you. And of course, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Drop us a like. We can't do this without you. We enjoy coming through here every Wednesday and blessing you guys with what Hat Club is bringing to your front doors this October. Ben, any wise words for the people before we get out of here?
Be good humans. Go Tigers.
Listen, and at this point, I have to just default say go Yankees because I want to see them redeem themselves from last year because, you know, my team is no longer in it. But, you know, shouts out to you guys. We'll catch you next week. Till next time, we're out.